Cowboys friends, family, and all you good people in between. What's going on? It's your boy Foots the King. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. We got a lot to get to today. Some news just broke. I got my main topics that I want to talk about, but I always got to say thank you. Just means the world to me. So for all of you all who are new to this channel or just been supporting me, thank you 100% for that. And also make sure that you guys look in the description box, hit the link, and it's basically the music that I do. So I am a musician, write, play drums, sing, do a lot of things musically, and all the support from Cowboys Nation, from other people, from everybody means the world to me. I'm performing all throughout DC, so I just had to get that out there. And so now we're gonna basically, and so yeah, so thank you. And a lot of you guys have, you know, follow my other page, the Foots Times Codes page, Foots and Codes, that's the production group. So that means the world to me. Now, let's talk about what this main video and what the main topics are about this video. So originally, had my notes, and I wanted to just talk about 5 players who were kind of under the radar, or 5 sleepers that could pretty much have a breakout camp. And then things changed when about midday you getting reports from TMZ that Lucky Whitehead was in Virginia Stilling. Number one, if I'm Lucky Whitehead, you already knew that the pressure was on from a Mr. Ryan Switzer. You knew that he was coming for your position. So why are you in Virginia stealing, you know, a petty theft, shoplifting? I don't know what it is with the Cowboys and this offseason stuff. This, that, and the third. Now, will this take a little heat off Zeke? Probably not, but nonetheless, the Cowboys basically just said we're cutting ties with Lucky Whitehead. He had the incident last year. Lucky Whitehead, to me, was one of those guys that kind of lived off of the perks from being a Cowboy. He's real active on Snapchat, this, that, and the third. And I'm not saying that he's not a hard worker. Went to a small school, and he made a team. Had speed, was pretty good with those reverse sweeps or those jet sweeps that they used to run to him. But then you always thought about, you know, mental issues and fumbling issues, and nonetheless, this, that, and the third. What did all this mean? It meant that the Cowboys were done. It's the final straw, and it's levels to players. So with all this Zeke stuff going on, he hasn't been charged, you know, and Lucky apparently was charged and missed the court date, and it's just being irresponsible. And everybody wants to say, well, you're an athlete, you're making this much money, why would you steal? It's not even really about the money. Like, why would you steal, period? That's what kids do. Kids go in the store, pick up stuff, and it's just petty. It's foolish. You don't know what it means to be a professional. Nonetheless, be a Cowboy. Like, dog, you just made no sense. Now you make a fool of yourself. You make a fool of your family. Nonetheless, I hope the kid gets help, but there's no room for that crap. So, you know, Lucky Whitehead didn't even make it to camp. First day of camp, he's out the door. But let's get into some uplifting stuff, or more or less some things for the future. And just some players who I think could break out in this camp. So it's not going to be a long video, just going to be my thoughts. You guys let me know who you think could break out. Could it be a Cheeto? He's not even on my list because Cheeto is kind of on the radar. These are some under the radar guys. So, number one, I'm going to go with Jordan Lewis, and I'm going to go with Jordan Lewis on the outside. Everybody wants to just put Jordan Lewis in the slot. I'm thinking mid-season, maybe not to start the year, but mid-season he gets his feet under him, has a good camp, has some battles with Dez, Bryce Butler. He shows his quickness. He shows his arm length. Yes, he's a shorter guy. But he really has the quickness, the break on the ball skills, the break on the ball speed to really play on the outside despite his size. Reminds me of a Rondé Barber. Extremely quick, extremely smart, and will come up and tackle. Watch Jordan Lewis as a player in this camp, and then moving forward to play on the outside. Doesn't give up much. Doesn't give up much as a tackler, meaning that, yes, he's smaller, but he will come up and hit you. Wrap up, make a tackle. That's a mind and a heart thing. I like Jordan Lewis as a breakout player. Let's go to a Bryce Butler. So he's only 27 years old, and I think towards the end of the season, him and Dak had a rapport. Now, my Bryce Butler problem is sometimes focus issues, sometimes untimely drops. But the thing that I like about Bryce Butler is his speed, his down the field speed. I don't know if you guys remember, but the first year that we acquired Bryce Butler, he had a play against the Saints where he basically ran away from the defense. And he pulled up late. But you can see that he can really stretch the field. Probably better than any other receiver on the, as far as long speed, probably better than any other receiver on the roster. Watch Bryce Butler this camp. Jahad Thomas doesn't do anything excellent, but does everything great. Very smooth player, very smart player, catches the ball well out of the backfield. I'm talking about the rookie from Temple. It's just something about him I like. Not super strong, not super fast. I would say a Priest Holmes type, a Priest Holmes comp, but he just does everything well. Running backs, easy transition to the league. We have a great offensive line. Watch him in preseason. He'll get opportunities. McFadden will probably be on a pitch count. Let's see what let's see what Jahad Thomas can do as a kind of an under-the-radar running back who can really make some noise in this preseason and this offseason. You know they're going to keep Zeke and McFadden on a pitch count. So it'll be between Alfred Morris and Jahad. Let's see. It's something about this Jahad Thomas that I like. Not to mention Zeke could get suspended. So, Demontre Moore, again, only 24. He had quality snaps with the Giants in Seattle. It was the off-the-field things. But if you look at his tape, can get up the field well, doesn't give up much against the run, and he plays with power. The defensive end position on both sides, left and right, between Taco, Pitts, and Mayowa, you could throw your mom, your aunt, your uncle. It's up for grabs. Demontre Moore could come out of that list. I know a lot of people want to ride the Tapper, the Charles Tapper boat, and let's see. But he has to be healthy. I like Demontre Moore a lot. He's my fourth. And my number 5 is Chaz Green. I'll tell you why. I just got a feeling that it's going to click for Chaz Green. No more health injuries. I could be wrong because if you come in the league hurt like he did, and you're always hurt, and he's been hurt, he could stay hurt. But if he's healthy, and he was healthy, I think he played spot duty against the Skins. I forget which game it was last year, so charge that to my heart, not my head, because I'm pretty smart. Nonetheless, Chaz Green played good at tackle, and I think making the transition to guard, if he gets the opportunity, he's already familiar with the guys. I think that he's the guy who will ultimately snatch that left guard position and be our starting left guard. Plays with power, has decent feet, and he'll be sandwiched in between Tyron and Travis. I think that could be something good, and I think that he will bring up the rear as my number 5 player who could have a breakout camp. Let me know what you guys think, Cowboys fans. Like, share, subscribe, send this video around. These are my 5. Jordan Lewis, Bryce Butler, Jahad Thomas, Demontre Moore, Chaz Green. I think they'll have a good camp. Peace.